centered. Be calm and centered for a peaceful mind. And this is part 2 in a brief series that I'm doing. I think it's only going to be one more video, so if you can hang in there, that would be great. And what we're going to do is work on calming our mind, feeling more peaceful, and learning different techniques that have been recommended by the experts, other YouTubers, artificial intelligence. I've researched it all, and once again, I'm not an expert, but I just want to share with you what I've learned. So we are going to, in the last video, we talked about aromatherapy, and aromatherapy is not perfume. It is essential oil, using aromatherapy with essential oils, with your concentrated oils from fruits and trees and berries and that sort of thing. So, but along with, which I neglected to mention, aromatherapy, there's soothing music is another thing that helps us in calming down our senses and helping us to relax. So calming music, there's tons of videos on YouTube that have relaxing instrumentals. There's natures, there's bird sounds if you like that. There's ocean sounds, there's relaxation sounds. So you find the one that works for you. I was going to try and list them below, but I said, no, not everything is for everyone, but they're very easy to find. So try and do that. Another thing is cozy textures. You know, when you're sitting in your chair, have a nice cozy blanket around you or on your shoulders. One of my friends, she knit me a prayer shawl, and I like to put it around me sometimes when I'm sitting because it gets chilly on your upper back. So try that out. Let's talk about our physical self-care. And we've talked about this quite a bit, and I'm probably going to say things that you're going to say, oh, we just talked about that. Well, unfortunately, all these things intermingle, and they all affect one another. Some of these things work for some people. Some of these things don't work for other people. Some of them are possible for other people. Anyway, so we're going to talk about our physical self-care. So this, I don't know, is something that a lot of people can do. I know I personally can't do it because it costs money. But if you are able to, you could do a regularly scheduled massage. Now, a full body massage is absolutely wonderful. I have had them in the past, not for many, many years. They are not inexpensive, but if you can afford them, I would say that is a way of spending your money that is meaningful and helpful to you. So therefore, it's not an extravagance to do that if you can afford it. Now, if you can't afford it, there are ways that you could try and figure out how you could accomplish some of the effects. Perhaps you have a partner or a spouse or a child or a caregiver. Maybe, if you're confined to the bed, maybe your assistant, whoever it is, can give you a nice back rub and rub your feet. Stuff like that. Reflexology, that's another thing. That just popped into my mind that didn't even show up on any of the things. I've never done that either, but I hear that it's wonderful. But if you can't do any of those things, you can massage your own hands and use an essential oil or a fragrant lotion that smells good, that your hands will feel better. They used to have these paraffin dips that you'd put your hands in and then you'd peel it off and your hands would feel better, and it was warm and it was soothing. So, you have to be creative. There's massage pads that you can put in your chair behind when you're sitting. There's some you can sit on and massage your butt. There's ones that you can, just handheld massages that you can maybe do your arms. All of those things may help. If you can get your arms up to your neck and do a gentle massage on your neck. I've never done this. It just came to me. It actually feels pretty darn good. And you can do your shoulders. I mean, as much as you can reach. I like the firm, hard massages. That hurt so much they feel good. They even have massaging slippers. So if you can figure out some of those things, they're still beneficial. One of the nice things about being able to go to a massage is it's a spa experience. So they have the essential oils or the fragrances in the air, and they have the beautiful scented oils that they put on your body, and the soft music playing in the background. It's very nice. It's another land, but we can't all do that. So you have to create your own little mini spa. Sleep is another thing that you absolutely have to prioritize. And I'm not one to talk about it. I don't even go to bed until midnight. I mean, I don't shut my light off. I go to bed earlier, but I play video games on my phone. So I do that. But I sleep very well, and I don't usually get up till 7:30 or 8. So I get a decent amount of sleep. There are some people that don't. Some people that cannot sleep, that they're tossing and turning and they're restless and whatever. You can try what we talked about with the essential oils. You can spray lavender on your pillow and on your top sheet, maybe where it's closest to your nose. You can diffuse it in your room. See if it works. It just might surprise you, because they have been using it for years and years and years. Healthy eating. This is something that I am really bad at. I love candy. I love cookies. I like junk. I like junk very much. I like carbohydrates very much. I love bread. And I eat in excess of it, and that's why I have a weight problem. I used to drink Diet Coke. Then my daughter told me that was not good for you, that it causes dementia. She calls it dementia juice. Well, I don't want dementia, so I switched to regular Coke because I really enjoy Coke. I think it's the caffeine. I have an addictive personality. I think it's the caffeine that I like. Then I told my doctor that I switched to the Coke, and he said, do you realize what that's doing to you? It's going to put you into a pre-diabetic state. Do you want that? He gave me a little lecture on that. So since I have been being frugal and trying not to spend as much money on groceries and other things, I haven't purchased any Coke. And boy, do I miss it. But I have lived without it. And I've also lost, not much, 3 pounds. But I can't tell you how long. I've tried to lose 3 pounds before. But it's probably just not having the Coke. And that's, within a month. So if you lost 3 pounds in 12 months, how much is that? 3 times 36 pounds. Whoa, that's pretty good if you need to lose. And then I saved this one for last, because we don't like to hear that we should be exercising. And I don't like it myself. I try going for a walk and I get short of breath and my knee hurts and my hip hurts, and I say to myself, how can they expect you to walk when everything hurts when you walk? Well, maybe if you walked it wouldn't hurt. Who knows? I don't know. But there are tons of exercise channels on YouTube where you don't have to leave your house. You can walk in place, you can do chair yoga, you can do chair exercises, you can get one of those little bikes that sit in front of your TV, in front of your chair, and you can do it while you're watching TV. If you can't do that, you can lift your leg up onto the stool, down to the stool. That's exercise. You can do this with your arms. You can get a set of weights. I have a set. I think they're 2-pound weights. And you can just do this or lift them over your head. Anything that you can do to promote physical health is a good thing. And while you're doing it, it's distracting you from all the things that are in your mind. You'll be thinking about what a pain in the neck it is doing these exercises. Some people love exercise. There's one woman on YouTube that I ran across, and she's a subscriber on this channel, and she is a walker. She didn't know she was a walker. She just walked one day and she discovered that she liked it, and now she walks every day, and she's done a 5K and she's preparing for a 10K, and she's so proud of herself, and she lost tons of weight. She's very obese. So we know what the benefits are. Here's another good one, and I think that makes sense, is connect with nature. Just look around, think about that gratitude journal, or just feeling grateful for the trees. Today it snowed. It's beautiful out. I wasn't grateful for how cold it was or how poor the lighting was, but it looks beautiful out, and it's really, really nice. But if you can't go for a walk, maybe you can sit on your deck or your porch, or you can be wheeled out, or you can have your bed close to a window where you can open the window and at least you can feel the breeze and the sun. Don't keep the shades down, keep the shades up. You have to have light, you have to have sun. And plant some seeds. Even if you can't do a garden, get a pot and plant a seed. For those of you who have been watching, these are all going to sound very familiar to you. Set boundaries to protect your time and your space. Eliminate negative people from your life. Eliminate toxic people from your life. That's easier said than done. But how do you feel when you're around those negative people? Do you feel good, or do they aggravate you, irritate you, make you angry, disappoint you, make you feel inadequate, insecure, and all that stuff? So you need to really take a hard look at that. Then there's creative expression. If you can paint, like I'm trying to teach myself how to watercolor. I enjoy watercoloring a lot. What happens is you get so focused on the activity that you can't have anything else in your mind. You have to pay attention to what you're doing, and you get satisfaction. You get a nice product in the end most of the time. Some people like to draw. Some people like music. They play music. They play an instrument. Some people like to write. Maybe write a book or a short story or something. Then the next thing is journaling. We talked about it, I think, in 2 videos previous about gratitude journaling. Well, you can also do what I would call a dump journal and just put all of your feelings, all of your thoughts on paper instead of in your mind. As it's racing through your mind, just write everything down. Just write it all down. You will feel better. Break away from, do a digital detox and break away from social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, your personal computer, your laptop, your phone, everybody's scrolling constantly around you. It's just not healthy for us. It's not a normal way to live. I know that it's become normal, but it's really not normal. And there are things on the phone or on YouTube or on TikTok that can make you stressful, anxious, can make you compare yourself to other people. Like if I look at my YouTube analytics, I say, what the heck am I doing this for? I'm not talking about anything that is of any interest to anybody. And then I feel bad. They tell you not to do that, but how can you not do it? And then you have to say, it doesn't matter. But what I'm talking about is putting yourself in that situation in the first place. So try to break away. And I guess the whole gist of this is it's all the same stuff that helps create a peaceful, calm mind. Prayer, we didn't even talk about prayer. All of those things help create a peaceful mind. You have to pick and choose some of these things that you think would work for you, that you think you might want to try, that things that you do already, add on to, maybe just pick one of these things and add on to it. Do something to move yourself more towards a calm and peaceful mind. So we are going to do part 3, and in that we're going to talk about meditation and relaxation and some relaxation techniques. So I know that we've talked about a lot of things that we've repeated, but meditation and relaxation is something that we really haven't touched an awful lot on it. So it may be enlightening to some of us. It may be something that we might want to pursue. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please like and subscribe and share this video with everyone. And thanks again.